Hi everyone, welcome to Email Marketing That Converts, how to write emails that turn into revenue. I'm Jenna and I help small business owners, solopreneurs, and freelancers grow their income through simple, practical marketing. So thanks for being here again. This is a really short workshop, and I wish that you participate in every activity that we have here. So now that you're here, here's what I want you to do. In the comments or the chat box, share your name, your business, or niche, and one word that describes how you feel about email marketing. Are you excited? Are you nervous? Or probably just curious about email marketing? Or you're overwhelmed, right? Share them in the comments. So when I first started, I hated writing emails. It's not only because I was worried that I was bothering people or that I was sending emails that no one reads, but also because I sent long rambling emails to a list that didn't really care. And I was so concerned about my English, since English is my first language. So add to that, I was sending emails manually. So that took too much of my time and away from actually taking care of my business. So no matter how much I tried to sound professional or make my email perfect by following the advice of other marketers, my emails did not get the results I was hoping for. The turning point came when I stopped overthinking and stopped trying to impress others and instead started trying to connect with the right people and write emails like I was speaking to another human being who actually needed my help. So I realized that when you build a list of the right people and you write like a real human being, that's when you see results. Open rates go up, engagement goes up, and most importantly, you get more sales. So in this workshop, I'll give you a simple, repeatable system so you can build a list of people who want to hear from you, write subject lines they will want to open, create email sequences that build trust automatically, and automate the whole thing so it runs while you sleep. As we go through these lessons, I want you to remember that email marketing is not about selling, it's about building relationships that naturally lead to sales. And if you're ready, grab a notebook or open your notepad app on your device and let's get started. So here's an activity that I want you to do. Write down your biggest fear or limiting belief about email marketing. Maybe you've heard email marketing is dead or that email marketing is no longer effective. Write those down. Now rewrite it into an empowering belief. So I'll give you an example. Biggest fear would be I'm bothering people, so I won't write my emails. So I can turn that to an empowering belief. I'm offering solutions to people who are actively looking for these, for my services or my products. Another one would be I don't have a big list. I'm just starting out, or I have a very small business. You can turn it into an empowering belief and say, even a tiny list can bring clients in if I connect with them. So if you're comfortable, you may drop them in the chat or comments. You can share them in the comments. So by doing that, you also encourage others who feel the same way, okay, and help normalize these fears and remove the stigma around email marketing. One more thing you need to know about email marketing is that your email list is an asset. It is your audience. It's not rented from a social media platform because that's what social media platforms are. You don't really own your followers or your engagement because the game can change anytime. Things to keep in mind with email marketing. You own your email list. Social media followers can vanish overnight, but your email list is yours. Emails reach people more directly, right in their inbox, so than any post ever will on social media. And a smaller engaged list is far more profitable than a huge cold list, although you can always warm a cold list if they are the right target audience. Yeah, let's look at some email marketing statistics. So in 2024, Constant Contact published a statistic saying 53% of small business owners in the US, UK, Canada, and Australia used email marketing as the most frequent strategy for finding new and retaining repeat customers. So 53% is more than half number of small business owners in these countries. And nearly 4.5 billion people use email worldwide in 2025. And this number is projected to reach over 4.8 billion by 2027. That's according to Optin Monster in 2024 statistics. Email marketing campaigns have an average ROI of 36 times. That means businesses earn an average of $36 in revenue for every dollar spent on email marketing. That's according to Shopify in their 2024 statistics. Although I found this same statistics in HubSpot and other uh, reputable websites. So even with these amazing statistics, if email marketing is not done right, you'll end up not getting the results you want. So the mistake I see all the time is people chasing big numbers instead of the right people. They see an email address, they pop it into their email list without first checking or qualifying that the email belongs to someone who identifies as the right target audience. So, when building your email list, focus on these three things, the three core principles. First is attract with value. That means offer a lead magnet that solves a small but real problem. It could be a checklist, an ebook guide, a quick template, something that's instantly useful. And second, make sign up simple, meaning use clean landing pages with one clear call to action. No clutter, no distractions. Third, start building trust immediately. Your welcome email sets the tone. Write it like you're writing to one person instead of writing for a crowd. So here's another activity for you to do. Write down three magnet ideas that you would use to attract your ideal client. Then pick your favorite and sketch a simple outline for it. You can pause this video while you do that. It's important that you do these activities to get hands on experience and understanding of how email marketing will look like for you. And by doing these activities, by the end of this workshop, you will know exactly what to do in the actual world. I mean, your actual email marketing process or plan. All right. So let's review how to attract the right people before we go to the next lesson. So, number one, start with clarity. You need to know who your target audience is, or who your ideal clients are. What are their struggles? What are their desires? So, those are the questions you need to ask. What are their values? Think of these questions and not just stick to knowing their name, their age, their location, or their email addresses or websites. You also need to ask these questions. And second, next, there is value. Offer something that they actually want. For example, you can solve a small problem fast by giving a piece of advice or a few steps to achieve the results or solve that small problem. Third, make your sign up form clear and friction free, like we talked about earlier, right? That's simplicity. Don't add your ads around your landing page or your sign up form. because that's gonna be distracting. Okay, and here's something for you to do at this stage. If you could sit down and give your ideal client a 15-minute head start, what would you teach them or give them? So you can pause this video and write that down. You don't have to rush into finishing this workshop. The important thing is you are actually doing the activities, because these will help you, your answers will help you craft your email campaign properly. Okay, let's talk a bit about high converting lead magnets. So here are on the screen are 5 types of high converting lead magnets. So I recommend writing this down so you have a reference for when you start creating them, right? The number one is the checklists, cheat sheets, or toolkits. So you can use either one of them, right? So these are simple, quick wins. So think of a one-page checklist that your recipients can tick off, maybe a cheat sheet of shortcuts or a bundle of tools to make their life easier, and a short video training of about 5 to 10 minutes. People love learning from a real person, so a short, actionable video where you walk them through one quick solution builds trust fast. And quizzes. Quizzes are fun, interactive, and highly shareable. They help your audience learn about themselves while giving you valuable data for personalized follow ups. And then templates or swipe files. Give them something they can copy and use right away. Templates save time and effort, which your audience will love you for. And fifth, could be a one page strategy roadmap or an email course. So use the drip series where you send or drip a small series with valuable lessons. This is like giving them a bird's eye view, a simple action plan that shows them exactly how to reach a goal in clear, easy steps. So, how do we make these lead magnets work? So, here are tips to make them work. Number one, solve one specific pain point. So, do not solve more than one or multiple pain points. Otherwise, your reader, your recipient will be confused. So focus on just one struggle at a time. Okay. The clearer the solution, the more likely they'll download your lead magnet. Number two, make it quick to consume. Aim for something they can complete or watch in under 10 minutes. The faster they see results, the faster they'll trust you. Number three, put your personality into it. We all have different personalities, so let them experience you. Use your tone, your style, your voice, because people connect with people, not just your content, not just your business. And that's it. Now you know exactly which types of lead magnets can work and how to make them stand out. Okay, next, we're going to talk about your welcome email. This is the very first message your email list will see from you. So it sets the tone for your entire relationship, right? So your welcome email is your first impression. And just like when you meet someone for the first time, you only get one shot to make that first impression feel warm, personal, and memorable. So if your welcome email feels cold or transactional, you risk losing your audience. But if it feels like a personal invitation into into your world, what you can offer, they're more likely to stick around and engage with your future emails. And on the screen, you can see the key elements you should always include in your welcome email. So, first, deliver the freebie. This is the reason they signed up for. Um, get it to them right away. Okay, no delays, no distractions, and then thank them warmly. Let them know that you're genuinely happy they joined your community. And next, tell them what to expect. Share what kind of content you send, how often, and how it will help them. This will build clarity and sets the right expectations. And then share a short personal story, something small but real that shows who you are and connects to your business. This builds trust and creates an emotional connection. And here's an easy structure you can follow. So your subject line could read, "Welcome, here's your free guide." So it is clear, it's exciting, it's simple, all right? So it's telling them what it is. It's the free guide, all right? And they're gonna be excited to open it. And then the body opening, you could say hi and then insert their name. "I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining this community. Here's the free guide I promised you. Just click below to download it." And the middle section, over the next few weeks, I'll be sending you tips, resources, and strategies to help you, and a short version, insert a short version of how you'll solve their specific problem. My goal is to make sure you always walk away with something useful. And then you can add your personal story at the bottom of the midsection. So, uh, a few years ago, I was exactly where you are now. So, relate your story to what you are offering. I'm feeling stuck and unsure of my next step. That's why I created this resource to help you skip the struggle I went through. And make sure to add a call to action. Hit reply and tell me what you're working on right now. I read every response and I'd love to cheer you on. And make sure that you read every response and respond to them if you need to. All right, so your email content may be different from this, but you can copy this format to make your email personal, clear, and engaging, and to make sure that you don't forget all the parts of the email, right? Up to the call to action. So remember, your welcome email is more than just you delivering a freebie that your recipients or your subscribers signed up for. So it's about starting a relationship. So make them feel seen, supported, and excited to hear from you again. All right. Okay, before we go to writing subject lines that get opened, here's a hands on activity for you. So you draft three possible lead magnet titles, your ones that your audience would love, and choose your favorite and outline first what it includes, second, what it helps them achieve. And then next, draft two opening lines for your welcome email. Just you can go back, you can go back to the structure that I showed you earlier. And you may share your draft in the comments or chat if you're comfortable sharing it with the others or to the public. And let me ask you something. What's the first thing people see before they even read your email? So if you say the subject line, then you're correct. And if your subject line doesn't hook your audience, your email might not be opened, or they could go straight to the trash. So this is called the gatekeeper effect. So even a perfectly written email will fail if no one opens it, right? So think of subject lines like movie trailers. They don't tell the whole story, but they spark just enough curiosity to make you want to watch, right? So here's a simple formula for writing subject lines that get clicks. We could call this the three S's, right? For specific, short, and stir curiosity. So specific, state the benefit or result. Short, right? Your subject line should be short, 5 to 8 words max, and it should stir curiosity. So create an open loop in their mind, like, what is it? Oh, I really want to open it. I want to know what it is. So An additional tip would be to create or add real urgency. Okay, do not add urgency if it's not really urgent. It should be real and personalized with the name of your recipient. You can also try using numbers, questions, or emotional triggers to stand out. Examples would be the three words that changed my business. So a number is used there. Are you making this email mistake? Right. So it's a question. Stop posting. Do this instead. So it's an emotional trigger, right? Okay, so let's put this into action. Pick one topic your audience deeply cares about. So this will depend on the business you run, right? And then write five different subject lines for one email. So five different subject lines for one email. Okay. And then circle your favorite and share why you chose it. Right. So every time you do this, you train your brain to write subject lines that stop the scroll and get your emails opened. Right. So brainstorming, writing down five subject lines for just for one topic. Right. Okay. So most people only send emails when they want a sale. Right. And honestly, that can feel pushy. And the thing is, people don't buy just because you ask. They buy because they trust you. And the email sequences help you build that trust first. So when you finally make an offer, it feels natural and not salesy. So instead of asking for a commitment right away, you're guiding them through a journey. So first, they get to know you, and then they see your value, and then finally they feel ready to say yes to your offer. That's why sequences work, email sequences, and they create a relationship, not just a transaction. So on your screen you can see the 5 email nurture sequence framework. You can write the steps down. So the first one is the welcome, which we talked about earlier, where you deliver the freebie they signed up for and set clear expectations. And then your story, share your story. Okay, this is 5 email sequence, right? Nurture sequence, meaning these are 5 emails. So number one, welcome. That means you focus on the welcome, like we discussed earlier with the all the structure, right? You can go back to that part of the video where you create the the subject line, the body, the middle section, and personal story and call to action. So you can use that same structure for these other emails, right? So the next time you send, I mean, your second email sequence would be a story. So you can focus on sharing your mission, your struggles, and why you do what you do. And then on your third email would be value. You can teach one small actionable tip they can use right away. On your fourth email is a social proof where you can share testimonials, client wins, or transformation stories. And then on the fifth email is the offer. You can present your offer as the natural next step, right? So it's not just out of the blue. So these emails work together to warm up your audience, like chapters in a book. The tips that you need to remember is to when you write your email, you think like you talk in your email like you're talking to one person, not a crowd. You keep it conversational, right? Use just one clear call to action per email, not multiple call to action. And then space your emails 2 to 3 days apart. All right. Now, a quick warning. Okay, a few mistakes to avoid. So avoid overloading emails with too much info. All right. like we said, keep it short and simple and clear, one pain point at a time. And avoid sounding overly formal or robotic, right? Also, avoid only selling and never giving value. That's a big no no. You'll get many unsubscribes. And avoid forgetting a call to action completely. And avoid sending emails inconsistently. Like for a month, you would be sending weekly, and then the next month, nothing. And the second month, you go back to sending weekly. So that is very inconsistent, and your subscribers will lose trust. So avoid these, and your sequence will feel personal and powerful. Okay. All right. So let's put this into practice. Draft one bullet idea for each of the five emails. For example, for your welcome email, you could say, here's your guide, right? That could be your title. Your next email, I started my business in a tiny kitchen, something like that, right? Uh, your value email would be how to save 1 hour a day on content. Your proof email could be here's what Anna said about working with me, right? So, of course, Anna, there is a fictional character in this presentation. You can change it to the name of your real client if you are allowed to use their name, of course. And your offer email, you could say, want help doing this faster? Here's how to work with me, right? So take 2 to 3 minutes. You can pause the video and write down your bullet ideas. Right? If you are comfortable, you can also share them in the chat or comments. Okay, so let's talk about why automation matters. So, I told you earlier at the start of the workshop that when I was starting, I did my emails manually, and it took too much of my time, right? And that is why automation matters, because as busy entrepreneurs, our time is limited, and our potential impact is gonna be limited if we focus too much on one thing, right? So automation is powerful because it can save time. So we can focus on what we can only do. Even if we hire somebody to do the other tasks for us, uh, there are things that only us can do, right? For our business, we know our business better. And automation is also powerful because it delivers a consistent experience. So every subscriber gets the same warm welcome, and it builds trust while you sleep. So your emails keep nurturing even when you're offline, right? So email platform to try, you can see that on the screen. Okay, so you may be asking where do I even start? So these are beginner friendly platforms you can explore. So there's MailerLite, right? These are email marketing platforms. MailerLite, it has a clean design, easy automation, and great support. ConvertKit, simple setup, automation workflows, and CRM tools. Flowdesk, beautiful templates, visual workflows. There's Kajabi, great for creators, powerful automations. And Brevo, all in one platform with email, SMS, and CRM features. And whichever platform you choose, look for these key features. They have to have drag and drop email editor so that you don't need to be a technical person who knows how to code or design emails. A drag and drop email editor will allow you to add content that you like a header, if you want to add a header, a footer, an image or a button, right? And automation sequences, personalization fields so that you can personalize the name, and analytics for open and click rates. So for practice, I recommend signing up for a free account on Brevo. Why Brevo? Because they have, well, I think MailerLite. Um, these other platforms have free options for a few days, but for Brevo, they don't have a number of days that you can use their free plan, right? So their free plan allows unlimited contacts and 300 emails per day. Okay, so this is the Bravo account I signed up for this presentation, and I've tested it. Uh, as you can see on the left side, they have the CRM section, the marketing, the automations, transactional, conversations, and even commerce. Right. So if you upgrade, you get more features. Okay. So it's your turn to take action. So grab your notebook or open a document and write down one lead magnet idea. Use the lesson from our lead magnet ideas, okay, in one subject line. So maybe you choose your lead magnet to be a training video, so create a 5 to 10 minutes training video, and then select a subject line that goes with the topic you talk about in the training video, and a quick bullet outline of your 5 email sequence, right? That will help you, you know, your sequence, right? So that will help you write your 5 emails, okay, and which platform you'll test this week. Okay, so this simple plan, right, will give you a running start so your business can start building trust on autopilot even while you're asleep. Okay. All right. Before we wrap up, go ahead and drop your questions in the chat or comments, and I'll answer them uh, as I see them, right? And I want you to leave with a few bonus tips as well. So you can see there on the screen 3 tips to help you keep building momentum with your emails. So, tip number 1, A B test your subject lines. So, even small tweaks can boost your open rates. So, test 2 different subject lines on a small segment, okay? Then send the winning one to the rest of your list. Okay, so you may, if you have, let's say, 200 uh, subscribers, and you have 50 for segment 1 and 50 for segment 2, use different subject lines for for the first 50, and the second 50 another subject line, and whichever gets the most clicks or open rates, use that email for the other 100. Okay, that is tip number 1. That's what it means to A/B test your subject lines. And tip number 2: clean your list regularly. So remove inactive or bounced emails every few months. Okay, a clean list improves your email deliverability, sorry, and keeps your engagement strong. Right, so that means you check for unsubscribes, check for bounced emails, and remove them to make room for more, or also to tell your email marketing platform that you only have your email addresses that are engaged. Again, tip number 3: resend to non-openers. So wait a couple of days and then resend the same email with a new subject line to those who didn't open it the first time. Okay, it's a simple way to get more eyes on your content without extra work. All right. So I want you to commit to writing just one email this week. Okay, it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be sent. So following all the tips, the instruct no, not instructions, but the guidance that you got from this workshop, right? Start building that consistency, one message at a time. And remember, email isn't about reaching everyone. It's about reaching the right people and showing up for them consistently. Okay, so we are done. Thank you so much for being here today. And if you have further questions after watching this workshop, you may leave them in the comments or chat or contact us through any of the channels you see on the screen. So, we are located in the Philippines, but we do have a US phone number. Because majority of our clients are from the US, and many also are from the UK and Canada, in other parts of the world. But you are welcome to text or email us, whichever way works for you. All right, and have a great day.